Hey everyone, Al Labarol for Financial Intelligence Training. It's Friday, it's July 20th, it's 2018. Now there are a few things that we need to chat about today, and I'm going to skip a lot of the individual specific market talk. But before I dive into my topic today, I've got to express my concern over our president's Fed comments. Front page of the Wall Street Journal has an article about his breaking protocol on interest rate stance. Again, I don't mean to mention items when I talk about our president from a political view, but more for how it impacts the markets. Now, I wish that we would see less type of these statements on not being thrilled that the central bank is raising rates. I'd like to see the markets digest this on their own. Now, regardless of my opinion or Mr. Trump's, so I think that's just a wish. I just wanted to express that. So enough of that. Let's kind of switch gears and let's talk about solving for issues within one's financial plan. So when you're looking at your own personal situation, I think it's very important that we break down risk into three separate pockets. You want to call them categories, you want to call them buckets, sleeves, whatever you want. I like to use the word pockets. So remember, the goal of your capital is to get you to retirement and of course keep you funded in retirement, right? Well, it's my opinion that when structuring for this, we need to look at those three different pockets. Now, our first pocket is market risk. Now, financial intelligence training students will know how important I believe that addressing the correlation risk in this segment is. So we need to look beneath the surface. We need to assess the current conditions. We need to redress portfolios based on the current economic phases. And in the financial intelligence training class, I teach the concepts of time frame and instrument diversification that helps address some of these factors. Now, the second pocket of risk to solve for comes from income stability. So this is more of an income risk pocket. Now, this pocket dovetails well with the market risk pocket because if structured properly, it can potentially serve as a volatility buffer. Now, remember, one of the challenges in planning for retirement is the replacement of a paycheck, right? So predictable and sustainable income is the key here within this pocket, and there are many ways to be able to try to accomplish that. Now, the third pocket, this is what I refer to as long tail risk. It is here in this pocket that we can look at a variety of issues to address: long-term care planning, legacy planning, cash accumulation in tax-deferred instruments, and ultimately tax diversification strategies. Now, once we identify each of the risks within these three pockets and then we solve for those needs, we can now take them as an aggregate and see how they work in concert with one another. And this is what I refer to as aggregate strategy performance. Now, take your financial plan, reverse engineer that process, and when doing so, it's important to remember to make decisions on what you know something is and not what you think it is. It's very critical in proper decision making on which tools to use and exclude from your financial plan. If you're unsure what that means, then I suggest having a look at the Financial Intelligence Training Program as we cover this and much more. In the meantime, if you're trading, please remember that stock and stock options involves a substantial degree of risk. It's not suitable for all investors. If you love charts like I do, then remember past performance is not indicative of future results. I'm Al Labarol for Financial Intelligence Training. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, everyone.